This is going to be the first time we have two
Two people at once.
in a spotlight. Introduce yourselves.
I'm Andrew.
And
Nuno.
I'm Adrian Nuno. And in case you couldn't tell, we are twins.
Yeah.
So
Identical. We're filmmakers, content creators from Chicago.
So you guys are filmmakers. You're currently working. The big project is Bordered, right?
Yep. Bordered is a dramedy web series about a trio of Hispanic siblings who return to their suburban hometown when their dad passes away, and each of the siblings has to confront something about themselves, whether it's secrets, ignored culture, past failures, you name it.
Mm-hmm. And it's streaming on OTV right now. So yeah, the pilot is you can find on Open TV, and then hopefully April, May of next year, you'll get the other 5 episodes of the first season. We just wrapped the full season last month.
Yeah.
And we're hoping now to release the whole show in the spring of next year.
The whole process of like making a series, like how did that start? And because you just wrapped, so how did you get from the beginning from conception to wrapping a full series?
I feel like us and our other co-creator, Lauren Lugo, we just had like a very collective experience growing up Latinx in a white suburb, and I feel there were a lot of challenges, a lot of moments that we all just shared together having grown up in that suburb. And we're just like, and we just thought we need to make something that really speaks to this experience, because we had seen a lot of shows on like network television, but a lot of these characters, you know, they spoke the language well, they were really in tune with their culture, and it was just a very just not accurate experience that at least with what we've experienced, it did not connect.
Yeah, especially that they already grew up in like heavily Latinx influenced communities, which was so not the case with us.
Oh no,
not at all. And so we really want to do this because we want to see how it was like when our stories were told, and that we grew up in not so minority heavy communities.
We shot the pilot in September of 2018, and then from there it was just taking it everywhere. You know, we brought it to New York, we brought it to Los Angeles, we were just talking it up with however many people that we could possibly talk it up with. And also getting their feedback. Because I think especially when we went to Los Angeles last summer, and we talked about it with all these Latinx content creators, we were really trying to figure out, you know, is this something that you feel is authentic? Are there anything else that you have? Is there interest in seeing more? And then in the fall of last year, we decided to launch the campaign to raise $12,000.
Yep.
And that was a challenge. That was a real challenge, because, I mean, I feel like when you're crowdfunding, you have to not be afraid to just talk to people and just really throw yourself out there, because, I mean, I feel like our biggest donations, our biggest pledges came from people that we sat down and talked with for hours, or that we even went on the phone with and spoke with. Like there was this awesome person that I went on the phone with, and I spoke with her for 20 minutes. And then she gave $1,000.
I was at work and I saw the email pop up in my inbox, and I saw like the several zeros, and I was just like, I wanted to like get out of my seat and just like start dancing.
That sounds like a very big challenge, and you had to, you know, there's a lot of things that you, I'm pretty sure that you had to sacrifice to make something like this happen. Why? What is that drive there that leads you to tell these stories and make films?
For me, it was just the fact that while we are in an age and time where there is more diversity and representation, I think there are not too many Latinx stories being told specifically. And so for me, it's just really wanting to get those stories out there more. And I think it's the mentality of, if they're not going to do it, then I will. You know, I'll be the one to go and do it.
I've always been drawn to the stories that feel the most personal to me, that I feel the most compelled to tell. And I think that every single project that we attach ourselves to, that we decide to take on, we need to feel that passion, that fire, because that's what's going to get us through the early mornings when we have to go and, you know, shoot an early morning scene, or you know, when you're stressed out trying to plan a shoot because, you know, someone canceled and you gotta, you know, work around. Like, that passion for the topic that you're covering, that is what's gonna get you through the hard times. And if you don't feel that passion, like, something's gonna slip. I want the work that we make to help get those conversations going, to create empathy, and really encourage people to look beyond their worldview.
And all the things that I've ever done, nothing fulfills me as much as when I'm on a set or I'm in the editing room and I'm just being able to create. And all the jobs I've had and all the things that I've done, nothing will ever fulfill me as much as doing this sort of work. So I even remember after one screening of a short that we did, there was this young woman who came up to me and just started bawling her eyes out, talking about how much the film impacted her and how much she could relate to the film and some of the journeys that she was going through. And so that's when I realized that this medium has the opportunity not just to entertain, but also to connect people together and really start those conversations that I don't think any other medium or form of entertainment could do.